I've done a lot of crazy things in my time, battled through zombie hordes, mined diamonds in the dead of night, and once, I even got stuck in a minecart loop for 6 hours. But nothing compares to what I'm about to do today. I'm going to prank the Ender Dragon. Yup, you heard that right. The giant, fire-breathing dragon that rules over the end like some kind of blocky overlord. Most people would be happy just to defeat it and be done, but me. I figure it's time the Ender Dragon gets a taste of something it probably hasn't experienced before, a solid, well-executed prank. So, I'm sitting at my crafting table, going over my genius plan for the 100th time, when Alex walks in. She's my partner in crime for this little operation. She's also the one with the sanity between us, which is probably why she's looking at me like I've just suggested jumping into a pit of lava without fire resistance. Steve, you sure this is going to work? The Ender Dragon isn't exactly known for its sense of humor, she says, unloading her inventory of ender pearls and, of course, stacks of TNT. I just grin. Oh, it'll work. Trust me, we've got everything we need. Ender pearls, a ton of TNT, and, what else did we need? Alex sighs. She does that a lot when I talk. Steve, this isn't just a normal prank. We're messing with the Ender Dragon. The one creature that can literally erase us from existence with one bad wing flap. Details, I say, waving her concerns off. Besides, I'm tired of it sitting in the end like it owns the place. Time to show that overgrown lizard what real trolling looks like. Alex just crosses her arms and mutters something under her breath. I pretend not to hear it. She's probably right, but what's the fun in being right if you're not at least a little reckless? We step through the end portal, and suddenly, we're in the end. The air here always feels different, heavier, like even the blocks are waiting for something to go wrong. And trust me, with me in charge, something is definitely going to go wrong. I take a deep breath, looking around at the Endermen wandering around aimlessly. They don't seem to care about us, thankfully. And then there's the big guy, or should I say, the big girl herself, circling above the obsidian towers. Alright, Alex, I whisper, even though I doubt the dragon can hear me. You set up the TNT. I'll distract the overgrown pigeon. She gives me a quick nod and starts sneaking off to place the TNT at the base of one of the towers. Meanwhile, I do what I do best, make a scene. Hey, you oversized chicken. Come get me, I yell, waving my diamond sword in the air like an absolute maniac. The Ender Dragon lets out a roar so loud, I swear I felt my armor rattle. It swoops down, and suddenly, I'm running for my life, dodging dragon breath and swipes of its giant wings. Alex, it's coming in hot, I shout over my shoulder, barely missing a blast of purple dragon fire. I hear her mutter something as she places the last of the TNT. I think she said, "This better be worth it." But who can tell in the middle of all this chaos? It's ready, she calls. Lead it over here. I don't need to be told twice. With the dragon right on my tail, I sprint towards the tower she rigged with TNT. Just as the dragon's about to take a bite out of me, I throw an ender pearl and teleport out of the way, landing a safe distance from the danger zone. Now, Alex, light it, I scream as I skid to a stop. She triggers the TNT, and for a split second, the world goes quiet. Then, boom, the tower explodes, blocks flying everywhere. It's beautiful, it's perfect. The Ender Dragon is right in the middle of the blast. And, nothing, absolutely nothing. The Ender Dragon just hovers there, completely unfazed. In fact, is it, smiling? No way, I say, out of breath. Did the Ender Dragon just smirk at us? I think it did, Alex says, wide-eyed. Before we can react, the Ender Dragon swoops down again. I brace myself for another attack, but instead of unleashing another round of dragon breath, it gently bumps me with its snout. Like a cat. Wait a minute, I say, completely baffled. It's not attacking us. It wants to play. The dragon nudges me again, this time more insistently. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I toss a block of dirt into the distance. The Ender Dragon flies off after it, and when it comes back, it drops the block at my feet. I burst out laughing. Well, this is unexpected. I guess that prank worked out. Just not how we thought. Alex is laughing now, too. You gotta be kidding me. The Ender Dragon wants to play fetch. And that's exactly what happens. We spend the next hour throwing dirt blocks and watching the Ender Dragon happily fly after them. Turns out, the ultimate boss of Minecraft just wants to play like a puppy. Who knew? Later, Alex and I are sitting on a ledge, watching the dragon nap beside us, curled up like some sort of massive, scaly dog. So, what now? Alex asks. Are we just friends with the Ender Dragon? I guess. I shrug. I mean, it's kinda cool, right? Who else can say they've tamed an Ender Dragon? She gives me a look. Tamed? Steve, you literally made it your pet with a dirt block. I don't think that counts as taming. Before I can argue, I hear a familiar hiss behind us. I whip around just in time to see a creeper. In the end, I don't know how it got here, but it's there, and it's about to explode. Creeper, I scream. The explosion sends us both flying off the platform, straight towards the void. It's all happening in slow motion, and I can hear Alex yelling at me over the wind. Steve, what have you done? Just as I'm accepting my fate, I feel something catch me. I look up to see the Ender Dragon flying underneath us, lifting us back up with ease. Well, that's one way to fast travel, I say, grinning at Alex, who looks like she's half amused, half ready to throttle me. Maybe having a pet dragon isn't so bad after all, she says with a smirk. Dash dash dash. When we finally make it back to the overworld, the dragon decides to follow us. Now, I've got a 60-foot fire-breathing pet lounging next to my house, casually knocking down trees like it's the latest trend. Well, I say, looking at Alex, that was the greatest prank in Minecraft history. She just laughs and shakes her head. Yeah, and now we've got the world's weirdest pet. What's next? Teaching it to play hide and seek. I rub my chin thoughtfully. You know, that's not a bad idea. And just like that, the Ender Dragon lets out a low, contented rumble, settling in for what I can only assume is its new life as our ridiculously oversized, scaly friend. Dash dash dash. The end. Or maybe the beginning of something even crazier.